How are you? So, in today's session, we are going to talk about managing plot parameters. So, basically, what is plot parameters, or what is the today's agenda is when you just make some graphs and plots, and there are some small changes that you have to keep in mind. So, I'm going to tell you about small things of a particular graphs so that you can just get to know about all those things. And when you are just making or visualizing the graphs and plots, then you just keep in those thing minds and make your graph much easier and much gooder, or you can say much better than the normal graphs. So let's start with the today's session. So in the today's session, I'm going to tell you about these things, some of the plot parameters, which are the legend, title, limits, saver figure, level axis, subplots, and changing style. So these are the parameters which we are going to talk about, but there are many more. But those are the graph specific. Like if you are making some line graph, then those are the hyperparameters which you have to keep in mind. So that thing will came in your mind, or that thing will came in handy when you are just making a lot of graphs and charts. But these are the small things which you have to keep in mind for the every graphs. So let's start with the today's session. And first is legend. So when you just make a graph, like you just make a this graph and you don't specify anything. So here, as you can see, you don't know what is this graph, and by just seeing the line graph you can say that this is the line graph, but you don't know which data is employs this line and which data is employs this line. So by legend, you just specify the line one. This is blue line is the line one which is specifying the line one data, and this orange line is the line two data which is specifying the data of second part. And this legend is very important while you are making the graphs or charts. So keep in mind when you are making some graphs or charts, try to add this legend part. And in the coding session, I'm going to tell you that how you can add this legend part in your plotting. So this is the legend, and next comes the title. So let's say you're just making a graph, you don't know what graph is this, for why you just make this graph, and for what data set this graph is representing. So here I just write two lines on the same graph. You can just write any title you want. Like this is the title for the sales or the stock market or anything. That's why this title is very important for any graph. If you are making a graph, keep in mind that you just also specify the title. So next comes the limits. So here, as you can see, I just specified none of the limit for making a line. But if you want to see the graph uh, from 0 to 5, that means you just want to see the graph from this area. So just by specifying the limits, you can see the specific graph. If you just specify the limit from 2 to 6 or 2 to 7 for x, and 2 to 9 or 2 to 10 for the y, then the graph for that will get shown. So limit is also important, that if you want to focus on a specific part, focus on a specific area of a graph, then by just limits, then by just using the limits, x limits and y limits, you can focus on that part of the graph. So next comes the label axis. So if you have data, you also have to specify the labels of the axis. Like this is the x-axis, and what you specify in the x-axis, and what do you specify the in the y-axis. Let's say this is the stock market price, and you just here in x-axis this is the years, and this is the price. So you have to specify on x-axis this is the years, you have on y-axis this is the price of the stocks. So it is very good to add this level, as it increases the readability for a specific graph. And so keep in mind when you are making the label, when you are making a graph or chart or plot, try to add label for the graphs and charts. So next comes the subplots. Then, like if you have to make six plots, seven plots. If you have to plots many things at a particular time, then this subplots is very useful. That means you can plot four graphs or four charts at a same time. As you can see, I just plot the square and square root of a number, square of a number, exponential and log of a number, and this is the graph for all of these in a single graph. So I just make four graphs on a single graph, but you can make more graphs on a single graph. So that's all these subplots. And if you just want to edit a graph, that by just specifying some graphs on the subplots, you don't want that a specific graph will not shown. So this is there is also a way that you can hide a specific graph while plotting the subplots. Next comes the changing style. So as you can see, this is the default size style for the matplotlib library. But if you want to change the style to ggplot style, so this is the style where you can see the line graph in a different style from the default one. So also show you the different the plots also, but at this time you can see there is ggplot is also there, but in coding session I'm gonna tell you the other styles for this plotting matplotlib plots also. So this is for the change style, and that's all for the theoretical session.